I want to talk to you about the US Bank product change and how do you upgrade or downgrade for that matter a US Bank credit card this year. What are the considerations you want to pay attention to? And what I want to do is I want to really navigate all the credit cards that US Bank has, and I want to give you an opportunity to understand whether or not you should really upgrade or downgrade the specific card. So the first US Bank card I want to share with you, that's actually at the very top. So you do not want to really downgrade from that card because the card is pretty prestigious. You want to rather upgrade to that card, and that card actually will ask for you to have a minimum FICO score of 700. So this is actually for good to excellent credit, but the card actually is really good. And so if you are really managing, let's say you currently have a US Bank card and you're trying to really upgrade, you want to go for the US Bank Smartly Visa Signature card. If you really have a good relationship with US Bank, you have a high FICO score, and your financial profile is really good. And this card allows you to earn up to a 4% cash back on every purchase. And you also have an unlimited 2% cash back in some situations where you are able to get real fast. Now, the cash back you have through the Smartly program depends on the savings you have. So you have a total of 2.5% cash back with a qualifying balance that goes from 5,000 all the way to 49,999. Okay, that's 50,000. You have a total of 3% cash back with a qualifying balance between 50,000 and 100,000, and a total of 4% cash back with a qualifying balance of 100,000 or more. So you actually get a high amount if you actually have a large savings account with US Bank. So this is the kind of a card you want to upgrade to if you really think that your financial profile has bettered over the years. Okay. And so you basically, this is a cashback that really is great. But after that, you have an APR to account for 18% to a 28%. So when it comes to US Bank product change, this is something to think about. I want to really think about the second card, the US Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature. So you want to switch to this card if you have a FICO score that starts at 600. Okay. And this is a card that really helps you to earn a bonus that has increased from $150 to $200 cash back. And with this US Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature card, the cool thing is you have up to 5% cash back on two categories you choose every single quarter. So besides actually meeting the FICO score requirements, you also want to really make sure that you are shopping in categories that US Bank really covers. Remember that you have a rotating category, so every quarter you have to switch. And you also have 1% on all other eligible through the US Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature card. If you think about US Bank product change this year, I want to introduce you to the US Bank Altitude Go Visa Signature card. This card is really great if you are if you're looking for rewards and you like to travel a lot, and you have a FICO score that starts at 650. Let's say you currently have a lower tier US Bank card, and your FICO score actually has increased, or your financial profile has increased, and you want to upgrade to a US Bank Altitude Go Visa Signature card. The best time is actually when you have a high FICO score, but also some good financial profile. Okay, you have accumulated some savings, or even some cash in your checking account, and on top of that, if you have an incoming direct deposit into your US Bank account, that's really good. That's really good from a flexibility point of view. And this card allows you to the US Bank Altitude Go Visa Signature card allows you to earn 20,000 bonus points. So 4x points on dining, takeout, and restaurant delivery on your first $2,000 every quarter. You have 2x points at grocery stores and gas stations, EV charging stations, 2x points on streaming services, and 1x points on all other eligible purchases. And that's really good. And the other card that you want to think about when it comes to US Bank product change, you want to think about the Platinum card. Now, the Platinum card, the US Bank Platinum card is pretty good in terms of giving you flexibility. Let me break it down a little bit. Basically, here is a card that actually, this is a low tier card though. So if you want to downgrade to a US Bank card, or you want to upgrade, if you want to upgrade, you can't really start lower than that. Okay. So the US Bank, unless you start with secured, Well, so the Platinum card, the US Bank Platinum card, allows you to really transfer a balance free of charge, if you will, for the first 12 billing cycles. And after that, you are able to enjoy an APR that goes from 17% to 29%. So that's really good. Now, where should you think about this card? Well, you want to have this card if you have a fair credit and you try to really, let's say you want to earn, like you want to transfer, you want to consolidate credit card debt, okay? So this card is great for you. So again, the U.S. Bank Visa Platinum card. Now the card actually is great in terms of possibility. So a little earlier, I spoke to you about balance transfers, but I didn't really give you more details. And here they are, the details. So you are able to have a 0% intro APR on purchases and balance transfers. Not just the purchases, but also balance transfers for up to 21 billion cycles, as many as 21 billion cycles. Okay. So that's really good. Again, this is good. And if you want to really maybe shop, you want to plan a significant purchase on this card, then you have a lot of time to actually pay it back. Okay, this card you want to upgrade to this card if you had a secured credit card, or for some reason you want to downgrade to this card because you want to take advantage of the free APR for the 0% APR for 21 months. Okay. And you also have the U.S. Bank Altitude Connect Visa Signature Card. So if you think about the U.S. Bank product change strategy, this card allows you to do a lot of things in a very strategic manner. Let me break it down for you. You are able to earn 20,000 bonus points, 5x points on prepaid hotels and car rentals booked directly in the Altitude Reward Center. Do everything in the Altitude Reward Center. Okay, you have 4x points on travel, 4x points on gas stations and EV charging stations on your first $1,000 every quarter. And finally, you have 2x points on dining, streaming services, and at grocery stores. So that's really cool. And there is no annual fee on this card. This is really fantastic. And one thing I want to say also is that you have the possibility to get things done faster, okay, through the card, and also you have accountability also. So one thing for sure though, the rewards actually do not come from discount stores, super centers, and wholesale clubs. Okay, so if you go to let's say to a BJ's or yeah, BJ's, or I mean others supermarkets like wholesale clubs, you're not going to qualify. I just kind of blank on the other super centers. Next, you have the U.S. Bank Shopper Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card. Now, this is a fantastic card. Let me break it down for you. What can you expect with what can you expect from this card? A lot. That's really a lot. This card allows you. Check this out. The card allows you to earn up to 6% cash back plus a bonus that really has increased from 200 to 250. Now, if you think about U.S. Bank product change, you want to upgrade to this card if you're looking for cash rewards primarily. Cash rewards, and because the U.S. Bank is really great when it comes to giving you cash rewards in multiple categories, okay? You got to have a FICO score of 675. If you have 675 to 700, you might want to really upgrade to this card, the U.S. Bank Shopper Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card. And this is really also great from an accountability point of view. So when I say, for instance, 6% cashback, this is 6% cashback on your first $1,500 in combined eligible purchases every quarter with the two retailers that you actually choose, okay? So if your lifestyle has changed and you want to really take advantage of that, think about upgrading to the U.S. Bank Shopper Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card. You also have 3% cash back on your first $1,500 in eligible purchases on your choice of one everyday category, and then you have 1.5% cash back on all other eligible purchases. So cash back really amplified at your favorite retailers if you go with this with this card, okay? And there is no annual fee for the first year, but then they start charging you $95 per year thereafter. So just be aware of that. And also, one thing I want to say is that you are able to get things done in a very streamlined manner. For instance, the APR it goes from 19% to 29%, 29%. Okay, so that's really good from a flexibility point of view. And one thing I want to say also is that if you want to really upgrade to this card, make sure that you already have a fair to good credit score. You got to have a fair to good credit score to actually take advantage of this card here. If you are looking for a single member LLC business credit card that pulls personal TransUnion this year, I want you to think about Regions Business Visa credit card. This is a fantastic card for your single member LLC. Let me explain. Basically, this is a card that allows you to separate your business purchases from your personal finances and pay for company supplies or business services with actually no annual fee. Okay, that's really good. So, but you have to be a Regions customer though. You have to be a Regions individual customer or business customer to actually apply for this Regions Business Visa credit card as a single member LLC. Okay. So the card actually has like you have a 0% intro offer for 6 months on purchases. That actually so this is really cool. But the purchases have to post in the same period, and after that you have a 15% all the way to 25%. So it could be a little problematic. So just be sure that you do the math first. Okay. Now you also have the balance transfer. If you want to use this card for balance transfers, just be aware that you have a $10 balance transfer fee or 4% of the amount of the balance transferred, whichever is greater. So it might not be a good activity to actually use this card for balance transfers. But the cool thing is that this single member LLC business credit card has a lot of security and features. Like you have alerts to verify card activity. Okay, you have a tap to pay. So this is basically a contactless payment option that combines the best of chip card technology and security with the convenience of wireless technology. So that's pretty good. You have 24/7 customer service, fantastic, and you also have, of course, your classic Visa benefits. Then those are coming with this card. So again, the card is called the Regions Business Visa credit card. So in terms of Visa benefits, you have a Visa purchase security, Visa travel and emergency assistance. You have a auto rental collision damage waiver. So that's really good for you and also your single member LLC employees. If you're looking for a single member LLC business credit card that pulls personal TransUnion, I want you to think about Huntington Bank Voice Business. And this business credit card is really good in terms of flexibility, but also in terms of accessibility. Let me break it down for you. When I talked about accountability and accessibility. So with a Voice Business credit card, what happens here is that every month you choose one of 10 categories where you will earn 4% cash back. Okay, on the first 7,000, your single member LLC spends per quarter or 28,000 annually. You'll also earn 1% cash back on all other purchases. Plus, there are no annual fees or foreign transaction fees. Okay, that's something to really think about. So if your single member LLC actually has some kind of international operations, or you travel a lot, or you pay for stuff a lot on foreign websites, this card is great for you. Okay, and so you have to choose from 10 categories every single month. Okay, and you can actually change your 4%. Not every month, by the way, every quarter. So in terms of categories, you have auto parts and service stores, department, apparel and sporting goods stores. You have discount and warehouse stores. You have electronic, computer and camera stores, gas stations, grocery stores, home improvement stores, restaurants, travel and entertainment, utilities and office supply stores. So that's really good. That's really good from a flexibility point of view. So when I say auto parts and service stores, I'm talking about AutoZone, Discount Tire, Goodyear, Auto Service, okay, and the like. For department, apparel and sporting goods stores, you have Ann Taylor, Dick's Sporting Goods, Macy's. For discounts and warehouse stores, you have Big Lots, Family Dollar, Sam's Club. For electronic, computer, and camera stores, you have Apple Store, Best Buy, Midwest Photo, for instance. For gas stations, I'm speaking about Exxon Mobil. You have a Shell, BP. Grocery stores, you have Giant Eagle, Kroger. You have Maya. You have also Pick and Save. For home improvement stores, you are looking at Ace Hardware, Lowe's, and Home Depot. So that's really good. So I just shared with you our top 6 single-member LLC business credit cards that actually pull personal TransUnion this year. Here is the strategy I want to share with you before I close to this conversation. So the thing is that when you close your eyes and think about choosing a single-member LLC business credit card, you need to really assess your eligibility for the card overall, right? So if you want to go with the U.S. Bank Business Platinum Card or the Capital One Spark Cash Select or the Fifth Third Simply Business or whatever, you got to really ask yourself if your LLC actually is eligible for this business credit card, depending on the specifics of the card itself. Okay. So do you need to have like a normal business? Because a single member LLC is a normal business, but it is a one person business. Okay. If the card actually caters to more of a corporate audience. Okay. So always make sure that you qualify on that front. Then you want to also pay attention to basically the flexibility a business credit card can really bring to your company's cash inflows and cash outflows right now. And you want to examine, for that matter, your business's expenditures. Look at things like business, like how much you spend, how much your single member LLC spends on gas, for instance, on travel, on dining, on customer experience. Okay, that kind of stuff. How much money you spend on marketing, on advertising. So you want to really look at your single member LLC's lifestyle. You know what I call lifestyle. Like you gotta ask yourself if your business require a lot of long distance travel, because the conditions will not be the same if you have a long distance travel. Okay, if so, a travel business credit card might be good for you. Or do you want to does your business keep you behind the wheel a lot? Do you frequently need to entertain clients at bars or restaurants? If that's the case, then your single member LLC needs a card that offers a higher rewards rate. Okay, especially from a flexibility point of view, you want to really take advantage of everything. And do you have a preferred financial institution? Because in today's conversation, I spoke to you about financial institutions that pull TransUnion, personal TransUnion. Okay, maybe you love Bank of America or Chase, but Chase or Bank of America, they don't pull TransUnion, they pull Experian. So basically, you might want to switch to another bank. By the way, and also you got to ask yourself if you're looking for a corporate card, like a charge card, or just a credit card, because some cards are corporate cards. For instance, if you think about the Fifth Third, the Simply is actually a regular credit card, but the Fifth Third commercial credit card is actually a corporate card. And so is the Capital One Spark 1.5% Cash Select. So it's one of those things where you have to repay whatever you charge on the card every single month. So it has to make sense for you also in terms of a flexibility point of view. So the bottom line into this conversation, I spoke to you about single member LLC business credit cards that pull personal TransUnion. I gave you the funding program and now the strategy and finally the bottom line. So in terms of funding, you have 6 credit cards to think about. U.S. Bank Business Platinum Card, Capital One Spark 1.5% Cash Select, Fifth Third Simply Business Card, BMO Business Platinum Credit Card, Regions Business Visa Credit Card, and Huntington Bank Voice Business. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.